Hello and welcome again to Hot Topics in Hypnotherapy. If you're just joining us today, we're talking about Hypnothoughts, the free online social networking website exclusively for hypnotherapists. Please help me welcome our guest, the founder of Hypnothoughts, Scott Sandland. Scott, so we've been talking about Hypnothoughts, and it's hypnothoughts.com that you would, log into.
Right.
Now, I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm new to hypnotherapy. I'm starting my practice.
Sure.
And I log on. Walk me through the steps, and how would I become a member of Hypnothoughts?
Okay. Well, it's insanely easy. You go to hypnothoughts.com, and there's a little thing which says sign up. And you can read the whole site without signing up. It's not required. You can read the blogs, read the forum, watch the videos, listen to the music.
There's so much information there. It's like amazing.
There's thousands. There's literally, we get 2 million visits a year.
Wow.
From 2 million different places a year. 2 million unique, which is a lot. And there's just millions of, because there's thousands and thousands of conversations that have gone on. And each one has dozens, if not way more, responses. So it becomes this huge number of...
This international...
Very international.
Okay.
And you can check out all of it for free.
Wonderful.
And if you wanted to sign up to comment or post something, you just click the button that says sign up. You put in a name you want to use. You put in a password you want to use. You put in an email address. You put up a picture if you want. And you just say what your hypnosis experience is, and you're off and running.
And it's absolutely free.
Absolutely free. It's one page of here you go.
Now, the other hypnotherapists or the other hypnotists that are also a part of Hypnothoughts, where are they in the world? Where are these people?
All over the world. We have literally been viewed on all 7 continents.
Wow.
We hit Antarctica last year, which was really fun. So we did all 7, which was really weird because we had the 6 normal ones for a while.
The 6 normal.
And just hundreds of countries, literally. A lot of we had to play with translation software for a little while because we were getting so many international people. But yeah, all 7 continents.
That's fantastic.
It's really fun to see. So 24 hours a day, there's things being updated. It's very rare that 3 hours goes by when new stuff hasn't been posted. Because whenever people are, when America's sleeping, Asia and the UK are wide awake and posting.
Yeah, absolutely, that's fantastic. Yeah. So it really brings our community together and makes everyone, it's like a small little community as opposed to being so spread out over 7 continents.
Right, and if there's a great instructor in the UK, I might never know about him unless I read his stuff on Hypnothoughts. And because we have a no advertising policy, people can't spam this thing. And people can't put fake messages up that are spamming. And we police that very heavily, and we're pretty militant about it to make sure that people don't feel advertised to. I mean, we have some paid ads, but we're really overt about what those are. And everything else is just, this is a conversation, this is a real communication with honest integrity. And when I read a conversation from a smart person, I can tell they have similar ideas, or if I want to learn from them, and I become aware of them, I buy their book or their DVD, or if they're coming to the States, I train with them, and I would have otherwise never heard of them.
That's wonderful. So tell me now about this special event that you've had for like every 6 months, but now it's shifting, I understand.
Yes, that's the Hypno Summit, which is hypnosummit.com. And that's the idea of an online hypnosis conference.
Okay.
And the thing I like about that is I was approached by a woman named Melissa Roth, who's a pain control hypnotist who works on staff in hospitals. And she'd been presenting at a lot of the conferences and found out that hypnotists weren't going as much as they used to because they'd go for the first couple of years and then they felt like I did, that they knew it all or that it was too expensive and they stopped going. And so their training was getting diminished. So she approached me and said, look, Hypnothoughts is impressive. You're obviously a huge nerd. Can you please build something that can bring hypnosis conferences to the people? And so that's what we did. So we built an online hypnosis conference that has everything a conference has except a banquet. So it has conference rooms where you're watching a presenter live and you can ask them questions. It has a lounge to hang out and just chat with people. You can video chat, you can type things in, you can do whatever you want. There are booths where you can buy stuff and talk with the presenters afterwards, just casually chatting. You can do all those things, a few other things, and it's all no download.
Got it.
No downloading, no installing, no additional software or anything. It's just a website and you go to it and it all works. And it works on 98% of computers on the planet.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was a lot of work.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
So how much work was it? How long did it take you to put that all together?
That specific thing took me, I won't even talk about the money it took because it's an embarrassingly big number.
We don't want to know about that.
But it was 14 months after she came up with the idea, we were able to put one on. And that was working, 18-hour days for a few months.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So you work 18-hour days for a few months, you can make a lot of stuff happen.
And how many have you had?
We've had, as of now, we've had, this will be our 4th right now.
Okay.
And what we want to do is go to a once a year. And we're looking at playing with the format based on feedback. This next one that we're going to do is designed to have 2 different tracks. We're going to have a track on technique and a track on business development. So we're going to have an entire group of experts only talking about how to build a successful private practice, whether that's how to get reimbursed through workers' comp claims. We've got a guy who's been in workers' comp for 20 years. He's a workers' comp attorney who's now a hypnotist. And I met him at a hypnosis convention, and I stayed up past midnight just talking to him.
That's amazing.
Just sitting there listening to how much really great information he has.
Yeah.
And I said, we've got to get this guy,
Absolutely.
in front of people. We've got a tax attorney who specializes in private practice therapists who's going to teach the actual bookkeeping tricks and tax benefits to being a sole proprietor. All these things that we all wish we knew that would make our practices more successful.
Exactly.
How to get into medical offices, how to do marketing and publicity, on and on and on. All these just really nuts and bolts pieces.
Invaluable information.
Yeah, because the school's designed to teach you the technique, and we have a track for that because above all else, you need to be good at hypnosis.
Absolutely.
But once you have that, how to actually run a business.
Exactly.
Because we've got too many people with the starving healer mentality. And it's such a problem. I mean, when I first got started, I had it, and I was seeing few clients, and I was literally a starving
healer.
And now I make a great income. Not to brag, but when you're good at what you do, and you learn from people, and you stay humble, you can be very successful in this industry. You can make more money than you need, and be able to give back, and be able to help as many people as you want. So I want to help other people to do exactly what I'm doing.
So the next one is coming up in like 6 months?
Yeah, we're going to do them in about 6-month intervals based on when we can get presenters.
Okay.
And we fudge the dates a couple weeks here and there based on, we get Bruce Lipton and Steve Andreas and Bernie Siegel. We get these big names. We'll shift our dates a week or two to accommodate their schedule so they can be live interacting with people.
That's fantastic.
And this next one, we've got Judith Simon Prager, who I love, who wrote the book The Worst Is Over. And she was just on Oprah and Good Day LA and all that stuff. So it's really fun to see this really high level of people wanting to share and wanting to give back to a global audience of hundreds.
Now, did you realize that this was going to be the direction of Hypnothoughts?
No, not even close.
I want to know what your, after the first year, what you saw after the first year and what kind of spurred you on to all these things. I know it was your own frustration or your own hunger for the information and for the community and things like that, but I'm sure that you were also getting information from your past classmates and mentors and things like that. Is there anything else that, because I feel like there's something else that you want to tell us today about?
Well, there's a bunch of different pieces about the history of Hypnothoughts that I could bore you with for hours because it's been so many hours put in front of a computer. But the amount of thank yous I get is so rewarding. I mean, I built this thing and didn't know if it was going to work, and didn't really know what working even meant. And as I saw, and I had a chart that shows the membership numbers, and all of a sudden, you can just see it at 1 month. We went from gaining about 30 people a month, and all of a sudden, 1 month, we gained 400 people. And I didn't know why. And all of a sudden, it just kept getting higher and higher and higher about 9 months in. And I didn't get it, and I didn't know why. And it had just reached this critical mass where the amount of information that was so available became so valuable that it just snowballed and ran with itself. And it became this exponential thing. And when I saw that happen, I said, okay, this is real. And I was doing it all by myself for the first little while, and I was just running it because I didn't think I needed anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when it got to that point that I said, I need help, that's when I said, okay, if I need help, that means I need to step up and start providing more. So I started putting more into research and development for these tools that I want to build. You know, the number of tools that I've tried, you know, the Hypnopedia, it was tried and failed. It was an interesting experiment. I thought an online encyclopedia of all things hypnosis would be useful. And I found out that people prefer the community to typing into a you know, dead space.
Yeah.
So they love the feedback, and so they didn't want the Hypnopedia. And there's all these different resources that I'm continuing to research and develop and play with, and the ones that make it and that are good get given away for free to the membership.
Well, I want to give you a big thank you, and I know everyone else does, and I encourage you all to check out hypnothoughts.com. It's an amazing, amazing website, and there's so much information for all of us, and it's an amazing community, and thank you. Thank you for that.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome. It appears our time is up for today. I want to thank again our guest, Scott Sandland, for joining us today, and thank you at home for watching the show. My name is Wendi Eckstein, and I hope you'll join us next time when we explore more hot topics in hypnotherapy. Please stay tuned. We have a lot more coming up for you on HMIwebTV, hypnotherapy, television 24/7. We've been talking about Hypnothoughts, and it's hypnothoughts.com that you would, you know, log into.
Right.
Now, I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm new to hypnotherapy. I'm starting my practice.
Sure.
And I log on. Walk me through the steps, and how would I become a member of Hypnothoughts?
Okay.
Hello and welcome again to Hot Topics in Hypnotherapy. If you're just joining us today, we're talking about Hypnothoughts, the free online social networking website exclusively for hypnotherapists. Please help me welcome our guest, the founder of Hypnothoughts, Scott Sandland. Scott, so...
Well, it's insanely easy. You go to hypnothoughts.com, and there's a little thing which says sign up. And you can read the whole site without signing up. It's not required. You can read the blogs, read the forum, watch the videos, listen to the music.
There's so much information there.
All that.
It's like amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there's thousands. There's literally, we get 2 million visits a year.
Wow.
From 2 million different places a year. 2 million unique, which is a lot. And there's just millions of, because there's thousands and thousands of conversations that have gone on. And each one has dozens, if not